So we're back again with yet again another episode of The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker HD. In the last episode, I made every single errand that I could possibly make in the second visit to Forsaken Fortress, and we completely took down Helmrock King once and for all, and saved Errol. She escaped with the pirates, but she is probably not going to return to Outset for the rest of the game, but tragedy. But in this episode, we're going to introduce Tetra to the man behind it all. The King of Red Lions. So with all that, let's go on in. Also, to reiterate, if you want to get every single figurine, at this point, you might want to have pictures of, let's see, Cyclos, Phantom Ganon, Helmrock King, and Tetra. So, all of those are missable. However, though, Helmrock King and Tetra are the ones you would lose now. Along with Cyclos. Phantom Ganon is a more recurring one, so just make sure that you still get photos of all of them. But anyway, let's go on and solve this dilemma. Are you him? Are you the one who is speaking through my stone without my permission? Answer me. That stone is an enhanced version of the gossip stones long spoken of in the legends of the Hyrulean royal family. I am the one who made it. You made it? The royal family's gossip stone? I'm sorry, but I have no idea what you're talking about. Have neither of you heard the tales? Tales of the kingdom spoken of in the legend of the great hero, the place where the power of the gods lies hidden. This place, where the two of you now stand, is that kingdom. This is Hyrule. And I am its king, Dafnez no Hansen Hyrule. LSP, do you not recognize my voice? Indeed, I am the one who guided you here. I am the King of Red Lions. There was no need for me to reveal my true identity to you, so long as that blade at the Master Sword could defeat Ganon. But now, both of you must listen to me. Once long ago, this land of Hyrule was turned into a world of shadows by Ganon, who sought to obtain the power of the gods for his own evil ends. My power alone could not stop the fiend, and our only choice was to leave the fate of the kingdom in the hands of the gods. When the gods heard our pleas, they chose to seal away not only Ganon, but Hyrule itself, and so, with a torrential downpour of rains from the heavens, our fair kingdom was soon buried beneath the waves, forgotten at the bottom of the ocean. Yet, all was not lost, for the gods knew that to seal the people away with the kingdom would be to grant Ganon's wish for the destruction of the land. So before the sealing of the kingdom, the gods chose those who would build a new country and commanded them to take refuge on the mountaintops. Those people were your ancestors. Hundreds of years have passed since then. So long as Ganondorf was not revived, Hyrule would remain below, never waking from its slumber. Tetra, come to me. This necklace you wear is a part of a sacred treasure called the Triforce of Wisdom, which has been passed down for many ages within the royal family of Hyrule. Your mother passed this down to you and instructed you to treasure it and to guard it with your life. Am I not correct? The Triforce of Wisdom is none other than the sacred power of the gods that we have kept from Ganon's clutches for so many long years. The gods placed upon your ancestors the task of protecting it from evil's grasp. You too must abide by the laws of the past, and so the time has come for me to teach you the fate into which you were born, the very reason that you live. My fate. You are the true heir of the royal family of Hyrule, the last link in the bloodline. You are Princess Zelda. Zelda? I'm a princess? You were confused, aren't you? I suppose such is to be expected. LSP. I am terribly sorry that you've been caught up in these events. But now that it is known that Tetra is indeed Princess Zelda, Ganon will be searching frantically for this child in an attempt to get the power of the gods that she possesses. He will not rest until he has found her. If he succeeds, my ancient kingdom under the sea will be turned into a land of shadow and despair, and so will the world you know above the waves. LSP, I need you to lend me your strength in this dark hour. I have a suspicion about what has caused the Master Sword to lose its power. I need for you to come with me back to the lands above the water and return the power to repel evil back to the Master Sword. Zelda. It is far too dangerous for you to join us in this task. Fortunately, this sacred chamber is not yet known to Ganon. It is my wish that you wait here in hiding until we return. LSP, we must go. LSP. I don't know how to say this. Everything that's happened to you and your poor sister, it's all been my fault. I'm so sorry. LSP, be careful. So, Ganondorf is no joke. He is no joke at all, and he will be looking for Zelda wherever he can possibly access in the world. But, hey, I just want to take a moment and admire this statue right here. For this will be the last time that we're ever going to see it intact. So, yep, when we come back here, I'm expecting it to be ripped in half completely, just gouged. So, before we leave, I want to just make again apparent what this painting actually meant. When I put the picture here, and the one with Tetra with the pirates right next to it in episode... yeah, 10. Episode 10. So, now we know the significance behind those paintings. So, there we go. Princess Zelda was Tetra, but, yep. What she wears is very symbolic. LSP, listen well. The fact that the Master Sword lost the power to repel evil suggests to me that something has happened to the sages who infused the blade with the god's power. The sages should be here in Hyrule, in the Wind Temple to the north, and the Earth Temple to the south, praying to the gods. You must head for these two temples to see what has happened to the sages, and attempt to find a way to recover the power to repel evil. Unfortunately, Ganon seems to have erected some sort of magical barrier down here in Hyrule, blocking our path to the temples. But each temple should have another entrance high upon Hyrule's mountaintops, which are now islands above the sea. As always, I shall mark these places on your sea chart. Now then, if we stay here much longer, we shall draw our enemy's attention to Princess Zelda's whereabouts. We must return to the surface immediately. Okay, so with all that, let's get back to the top of the ocean. LSP, do you know the legend of the Hero of Time? Once long ago, he defeated Ganon and brought peace to the kingdom of Hyrule. Yeah, that is. A piece of the Triforce was given to the Hero of Time and he kept it safe, much as Zelda kept hers. That sacred piece is known as the Triforce of Courage. When the Hero of Time was called to embark on another journey and left the land of Hyrule, he was separated from the elements that made him a hero. It is said that at that time, the Triforce of Courage was split into 8 shards and hidden throughout the land. Even I do not know where they rest, but this much I do know, they lie hidden somewhere in this great sea. Might you have crossed paths with someone who knows much about things that lie hidden in the depths of the sea? Well, fret not if you can think of no one, though maybe you can come upon knowledge by asking around in a place where many people gather. I want to say that in the GameCube version, this dialogue ended off with a quote saying, "You must search for it." They took it out in this version, I assume, so... Anyway, what I am going to do is go ahead and we may deem that we should go straight to the temples. No. After what I'm about to do, it's going to be major collectible getting. So this will be the episode where that happens. So we want to go to a place now called Mother and Child Island. I do not have access to it from the outside, so going there just by warping manually only puts us on the inside, so that's kind of unfortunate. Tell me, little boy, can you control the wind? So young to have such power. How did you know to find me here? I am the queen of the fairy world. What is the matter, my child? Does that not surprise you, young one? I like you, and so I shall give you the new power to the bow that you wield. We have fire and ice in our hero's bow now, which is great. This will permit us to do a bunch of things across the ocean, so let's have fun with it. Ice arrows can freeze the hottest flames, and fire arrows can melt the coldest ice. The fairies in this fountain will ease your weariness. Use them as you need to. Child, I must tell you, you are just my type. Teehee. Okay, so with this, what I'm gonna go ahead and do now is head off to Outset Island because I need some magic. So I'm gonna get it from the soup that Grandma gives me, so I will be right back. And give me the soup that I used to eat when I was a kid, and I still am. Okay, so coming out of Outset Island, we're gonna see this. Notice the shaking mailbox out here, so it's gonna be cash on delivery for 201 rupees. You want to go ahead and just pay this off immediately, so it's like 201 less rupees you have to pay down the road, but still. This is Tingle about to give you the incredible chart, which lets you find Triforce charts and shards, which is what the king was just telling us about, so anyway. We're going to have some more things to bargain for over at Windfall Island very, very soon, so what we want to do is go ahead to Forest Haven really quick and then head west to get an item called the... Oh, no, not the Tower of the Gods. Forest Haven to get an item called the Iron Boots, and it's going to permit us to do a bunch across the ocean, so let's get there. Yep, so we're heading to a place called E6, which is Ice Ring Isle, and we just saw this recently in it, so... Yep, we all know that it's frozen. It's frozen over, and it's gonna suck at getting in there. Not really, it's actually pretty easy, but... so, about this place, though, we don't really have much to complain about, so... Other than the fact that we have a treasure chart to obtain from it, right outside the isle, so... let's go ahead and approach it, and we want to bust out our bow, which is great. and go ahead and shoot her up. And you want to shoot it at the top, which is going to melt this entire place and make it accessible to us. So let's go ahead and go right in. And we'll notice right in front of us there is a frozen over chest, which right behind it is going to allow us to get... Let me just go ahead and read something really quick, actually. Yep, this is the 12th treasure chart, which is right here. So make sure you go ahead and thaw that out and open it on up. Yeah, we got another treasure chart because we feel like it. Yeah. Anyway, Harmony is just great, even though I'm not in Choir anymore, but still. Anyway, going on over here, there is a yellow rupee there. I'm not going to go ahead and waste magic on that, even though it's just one drop of it. But still, running on through, we can just make our way over here. I could do a Deku-Leaf exploit, which is like kind of funny in this little spot. I could try it, but honestly, it's kind of Daredevil-ish. You know what? Yeah, let me try it out. So you want to go ahead and blow this north to the... blow this wind to the north. I cannot talk in this episode. I'm unfortunately sorry, but still. Let's go ahead and drink up our soup and kind of refill our magic for this, because it does require a leaf pump, which is pretty nice. So let's bust out the leaf and see if we can make it right across this corner, which I don't think is going to happen. Maybe? Oh, yes. So no jumping across icicles and platforms, which is great. So we go on right in. Hop up there, Link. You can do it. There we go. Okay, so about that, we can just attack iron on that. And there's going to be some keys right up here, so what I'm going to go ahead and do is just get that boomerang ready and get most of them out of my face, because they're going to be in the way. Hopefully I don't fall in the water down below, because I have to climb all the way back up if I do. So, get out of here. Anyway, so with that, what I'm going to do is climb on up this ledge. And I could leaf pump, but it does require some magic. So, sliding is pretty fun as well. So let's go ahead and try that out. There we go. Oh, I barely made it. Barely made it, but still, let's go ahead and open up this chest and see what's inside. We have the iron boots. These boots are so heavy you can hardly walk, but the wind can't blow you around when you wear them. Yes, please do. With that, Ice Ring Isle is pretty much done, although you have the option to go right where that wind is blowing and get some extra resources from enemies such as Moblins and Dark Nuts, but honestly I think I'm going to be okay. So, don't need the iron boots here because I can just tumble on past it, which is a pretty lousy area to put wind. Just so easily avoidable without the boots, but still... Let's exit. Okay, so now we're going to go to a destination called C6, which is, I don't think I've really marked on the sea chart which island that is, but we're going to be heading there right now. It is going to consist of a bunch of switches that require different items throughout the quest, so you need the iron boots, the hero's bow, the skull hammer, and just your person, pretty much. So, be aware. So here we are at the Isle, so let's go ahead and find that fish who should be jumping up and down in the water right now. If I can go ahead and find him. I think I'm looking at him right ahead of me. Is that him? Where is he? There he is. Right there. Come here, buddy. Let's give you your supper. Shark Island. Yep, I kind of figured that was the name of it, but still. We now have it accessible to our sea chart, the name of it. Okay, so it's going to be pretty funny, but you want to go ahead and make sure that your wind is already pointing to the east. So make sure you have your the wind pointing in that direction to make sure your magic is full for what I'm about to do soon, actually. So go ahead and... I'm going to go ahead and set sail, but not bust out the swift sail, because it's going to change direction pretty easily, actually. But hop on out, and we want to go ahead and hop up here. Get all this grass out of the way. We want to get our boots out, our bow, and our skull hammer for this. So, be aware. So, go ahead and plop that down. Shoot that switch right in front of us. Come on. There we go. Run on over to that one on my very right, which requires the skull hammer. Hop on back up here, and press this switch, if I can do it easily. And there we go, spawning that tornado right there, and unveiling that grotto. Now, the whole reason that I want the wind pointing to the east is because of this. This island really does serve no significance. You don't have to do it for 100%, but the whole reason that I'm going to do the grotto part is because it has some rupees in it that I can use for the future, but still. And going on over here, I can use the leaf very soon to obtain something, which is very fortunate because this island has a Blue Chus that I can get in the process, so which is pretty good. Anyway. You want to make sure your magic is full for this, so hopping on out. And it is kind of a tricky thing to do, but still. Anyway. There we go. He was sprouting as I jumped attacked, so there we go. 3 down. Okay, going on into the grotto. There's going to be some enemies galore here, so this might be sped up with some music, because there really is no backstory to provide here to make it more interesting, the sped up version, so enjoy the music. And yep, I was pretty much going to make it obvious that you can kill moblins and dark nuts with ice arrow and a skull hammer, so kind of keep that in mind. But yep, this area is down in, believe me, that chest has nothing special in it except rupees, so just be aware. So let's go ahead and open up the rest of these little glowing balls here, which is like, I could have worded that a whole lot worse, but still. With the fact that I have this area done, I can pretty much just rejoice, since I don't have to do it again anytime soon. But anyway, crack open this chest, and yep, rupees. I'm pretty much done with this place. So, the next place you want to go to exactly is at a place called B6. That is going to be another reef. Well, not another one, because it's the first reef we're going to be visiting. So I'll provide a little bit of backstory there once we arrive. So give me just a second. So here it is, B6. I'm not sure the... it looks like Four-Eyed Reef, because it's kind of like a name that's like calling somebody with glasses no, Five-Eyed Reef, I'm sorry. Five-Eyed Reef. So I don't really know that until I feed the fish, but I'm going to do that after I solve this island. So give me 1 sec. We're going to take care of all these cannons that is around the perimeter. So let's go ahead and do that really quick. There we go. So that is going to spawn a treasure chart up there. So go ahead and make sure you get this if you want to 100% complete the game. So I did say that I was going to provide some backstory about this place. So it turns out that if you do not kill Phantom Ganon, or at least finish the second visit to the Forsaken Fortress, these cannons will not be here. So there's nothing that you can get from the reefs until after you finish your second visit to Forsaken Fortress. So make sure you do that first before you come to any of these reefs, okay? So going on up here, we can, yeah, I'm going to get the fish coming up and out of the water after I get this chest, and it's going to be kind of a weird conniption to get there. So again, not that bad, so just make sure you drink up on your soup, which is something that I pretty much already did. So, anyway, let's go ahead and face the wind in this direction, which is the east. Yep. Busting out our trusty dusty leaf really quick, we can just fly on over. I gotta say, these reefs, though, they serve a lot of, yeah, significance, per se, to the ocean, because there's boats and battleships inside of them. So, pretty lovely. We have another treasure chart, which is great. Beautiful. Okay, so the same coordinate, we want to go ahead and feed our fish. So, I kind of already know the name of this island because he's just going to tell it to me. It's going to be Five-Eyed Reef because I counted the dots like right in the center of it. So, here we are. And what did I say? So, same coordinate, what you can do as well is kind of hop on over here. And there's going to be another little platform aisle, so kind of bust out your bombs here. And take out the ones that are just on the top of it, right outside the perimeters. What I'm going to do is just kind of scale the area. Just clear the cannons out of here. And God, this frame rate is bad because of these sharks. Anyway, sorry about that. Still, go on around and take care of these guys. And I don't really think there's going to be any, like, chest that's going to spawn there, except that you can climb up it and see what's going on. Get those bokoblins out of the way and open on this chest and see what's inside of it, and yeah, nothing special. Golden Feather. Link is going to pick up all those feathered girls at the Dragon Roost Island, so nothing to say about that. Anyway, I think that's where it's going to kind of be a wrap. I'm sorry that I didn't really get into the nitty-gritty in this one, because those cutscenes and everything else kind of took a good bit. So, in the next episode, there will be major collectible getting, I promise. This was just kind of like an obstacle and like hurdle to get out of the way first before we did anything else, but still. Yep. So, with that, stay tuned and subscribe, like, comment, or anything else, and peace out, everyone.